top side, and Aurora clean back.
They were a top 5 team all last season. This is a map that if you're a top 5 team, you should be playing.
Yeah, exploit teams that specifically also have stand-ins, let alone a lack of experience. But it's not going to be the first kill for Aurora. Acadia takes one down. It's Xanterra with the other pair of Berettas working out elsewhere. And here comes Tanir. Early on, this guy's going to have to go for a clutch. Has really made a name for himself, like Maui said, kind of on the tip of the tongue when you talk top 20. Doesn't have the results to go with it, but the individual level is undeniable. 2 players in between this site await his arrival. Bomb beneath the dice box, but they feel like he's coming at them, thinking enough times past you'll find him in the open, and it's an excellent place for Joda to close it out.
It's one of those words.
It is. It really is. For Aurora. But
heroic Aurora.
Seeing that player inside of short is enough to give Aurora confidence to make a play. You know, there's this perfect balance between letting Heroic take over map control, let them kind of creep away from one another, get too thin, and then make your move. This is what we see. Then into the boost as we watch Heroic try to kind of crawl their way back towards B site, even if it was a fake. But it's not. Bomb behind LNZ. They're trying to walk this in. He has no trade potential. Each of these kills going down with not one player shooting back at Aurora. And now while Nilo creeps into the A site, something he did pretty damn well versus Complexity, winning rounds at times, everything else goes poorly for Heroic and a 4-0 start established.
Yeah, unfortunately, when we watched Complexity, we could be critical of the fact that they were leaving sites unguarded without, when you have high numbers or spot bomb. And so, if Aurora are not going to make that mistake, and maybe that's what they saw last time from Heroic, from their demo, then they feel like, okay, well, that's an easy fix.
Counter-terrorists win.
4 frags here for Acadia.
Oh, after time.
Oh, yeah, that's pricey.
Heroic get onto the perimeter of B. We get this movement, but confirmed by Madra. He sees all those bodies. Now there's going to be a franticness to Heroic. They know there's no element of surprise. Gotta just brute force your way through. Tanir, a bit of a specialist at that, is the only guy to pick up frags. Madra's on the scene to stop him. Molotov's gonna make that low health player uncomfortable. Joda, 4 HP, 5 seconds. He could get the kills here. Scrub, you've just gotta push. Push this last player, and the round hits. Oh, he just missed it. And he loses the duel regardless.
He seemed to almost not know where that last guy was, or communication was probably hectic.
Trying to crawl up short. We're going to do it unannounced. LNZ, tip of the spear, starts to move it in. Wakadia and Joda for the first 2. Monster player this time
3.
held back. And Young Star's double kill puts him to the clutch. Bomb's going to go down. Got a frag grenade for Woxic. This A combo of Woxic and Xanterra, and that nade hits him perfectly as he's trying to get out. Concerned about Heaven, and they're way too close already to Graffiti, so this is just a suffocating defense for Heroic to try to stomach.
If you're not rushing B outright, how do you start to have fun on T side when you're just getting constricted on every choke point? It's like almost hard to get motivated to do defaults correctly.
Yeah, I think that's why the haters of Overpass are so loud, because it is such an extreme example.
When things are going badly, it sucks.
It is probably, one of the worst halves. That and T-side train, same deal, right? The parallel between the two.
Definitely. It's just a hard map. But if you're good at it, you're going to have fun.
That really is the solution. Simply be better. Well-timed flank from Wakadia. Haven't seen Aurora get aggressive on the flanks like this, but they can sense blood in the water, and they will sweep away all the pieces of Heroic. Again, it's all about the timing. B-site's seen so much action. Here's the 10-0 half, and at this point we can say, feeling like a 12-0. Aurora may have lost Anubis in between the seasons, and we thought that was a massive red flag for a team that was slowly but surely falling off from their heights of starting last year with a bounty win.
And unfortunately, it'll never be a benefit that they lost Anubis.
Sure.
But if they can pick up off of this, that would be so impressive at the very least.
It definitely stopped the ship from taking on any water. The map pool department should be fine.
Crazy.
You go back to the A site, you decide, screw it, let's try him. Test that Opper, test Zanteres, and you give up 11 straight.
They could still get that one round if you think.
This is a full team beating a full team. And in an act of desperation, Youngstar's just gonna dive bomb this B site. Starting to look a little better. Man advantage, something that they have not been able to come by too often, but in preparation for that challenge, Zanteres gets the gun out at the perfect moment. Nilo's down to half health, and you've got Zanteres' prying eyes already posted out from heaven, ready for you, and so sharp, keeps the challenge going, and so it is indeed the flawless CT side. Heroic riding a high with that victory over complexity. Don't find a single morsel on this attack.
Even though they pulled out that victory, right now he's going to be really necessary to stop this B attack. There we go.
Gets the first kill to Heroic's favor, but we've got a couple of gushes for the defense to deal with, and Wakadia is going to whittle him down eventually. Scrub into the feed with Tanir right with him. Wakadia clutch, 25 seconds, no bomb just yet. It sits on the other side of Pillar. Pulls back for a second.
You did have to say 13 no, didn't you?
I did. I had to. We got to the 12-0. It's the next logical thing to say out loud, and it's not going to happen. Heroic go ahead to take their first, and it's small smirks. That approach is fine and dandy.
But it is true, and it is what Kerrigan said. Don't let them get warmed up in this position. Oh my gosh.
Yes, something like that, you mean?
What a kill. Wakadia 17 and 8. That deagle.
And it's Tanir down. If there's been a beacon of hope at times, it was Tanir's entries.
Tanir's ready.
Mow down the monster players. From a pistol win to 2 consecutive rounds. Something Heroic probably didn't think they'd be able to string together.
No.
After the 12-0, but here we are.
Also off angles, though. So advantage to Heroic on the first engagement. Let's see how they peek this. They even attempt the flash. If this is a round where they walk up through bathrooms all together, oh, it gets a little uncomfortable. I think that's actually a pretty decent situation for Heroic. They're going to get one rotation.
Scrawling into that. Not ideal. Famas also hits the ground, but at least Nilo keeps the numbers thinned. Bomb to charge down. You're going to find no further resistance, so retake needed here. Tanir was good, trying to bail them out when it would boil down to the monster hits. A retake is kind of like an execute. Let's see what he can do. Kit on his belt, incendiary and a smoke, and Youngstar to play with, and the T's give them space. Bomb planted right on the corner.
2 great grenades here for Tanir to use.
Found a flash as well now, Youngstar. He's going to creep outwards, picks up the headshot to Wakadia. Bathrooms player spotted. It's this eventual long play, though, coming down from Major. As Tanir gets on top of that bomb, Major's going to make his move. Oh, and that's how he closes. A lineup on the smoke. It was always going to be short-lived. How short was the question? Is it even enough time for Heroic to warm up? Because they somehow have to rebound in this series.
The spirit of victory, the desire to be first, the challenge to be the best. We keep an eye on their victories, worry when something goes wrong, and rejoice even more when we see success. Whether it's a game at a major championship, a new vlog, a stream, or a simple social media post, all of these immerse us in the world of CS. We are among their thousands of fans. We are Skin Club.
Flashes announce it. Aurora out the long doors towards the site they'll stomp. Gap on the smoke.
Wonder if they're... I wonder if that's being left on. It's the 3rd time we're seeing it, and it could be that they want to fight that way, but it's just surprising when you leave open a kill like that.
And then you just, you know, and also the fashion of which they just then jump through and over top.
Yeah.
Joda, though, gonna make up for the moment. We've got a rebuttal. Heroic, man advantage. Wakadia on site, needs Major to come help him.
Oh.
Now Major's gonna have to clutch this himself, and he will find Youngstar. Oh, and Nilo too. Woo. LNZ trades back. 1 survives for Heroic, and finally they get a chance to play a little bit of Counter-Strike. dropping utility from the A site. It's going to keep Aurora back for now. Ooh, Scrob takes one. Scout goes both ways, folks. And now they're going to jump on through. Site player and Tenier has an angle through CT spawn.
They've only got one smoke, so I don't know if they're actually just going to look for a kill to try to do this. Wow, more tags. Scrob going to go back in.
He's beckoning them forward so that maybe they step into that Tenier cross, but he goes one step too far, dies to the MAC-10. Smoke on CT. We get this flank out from LNZ, and he catches Major.
Well, everyone's low.
They're going to come back to try to kill him. Missed shot from the scout. Ooh, clean stuff here from LNZ as he finds the majority of Aurora down for the count. And because of that early damage from the scouts, you'd think these two Galils could just be quite valuable in the next round.
Yeah, Katie just trying to draw a rotation while they go for the save. And all that scout damage definitely mattered.
Well done, LNZ.
Yeah, and the flash for himself as well to get the second kill.
Something very satisfying about that camera angle. Thank you, J-Raz. Scrob on the A4. Oh, no. Now catwalk's open. LNZ back from long.
Pretty much an open invitation, so that'll have to be something heroic from LNZ.
Eats a couple flashes, lets them get real far out, but Nilo's got the recovery.
Oh my goodness.
Look how badly they want that duel.
I mean, does make the round, but what if that bomb got dropped in the spawn? Not something I'll have to think about. Planning for Cat, because they're just not sure where he's coming from, but Youngstar, he's going to be on the right side of the bomb here.
They both play ramp. Could he find a matter of timing? Again, bomb for Cat. Nah, Joda's going to keep eyes on it, watches smoke, and we've got Aurora on the board, round 3. Look at the ramifications. Already heroic. Force down to pistols. Good grenade, though. Immense damage from that, but the A1S lines them up!
That's beautiful from Jota. Doesn't panic at all.
Wild Blind just holds that left click and crosshair where it needs to be. So, God, it feels like Heroic were so close to finding something in that one, but they handle the pressure well. And Wicadia clips Nilo's wings. Scout in Scrob drops bomb. How does he make this any more interesting? The smoke going down actually cuts off Wicadia, so effectively still a 1v2.
Doesn't know about Pit.
You'd think that should be the death of him, but he gets Santerez. And then, yeah, Joda just creeps up. So information is the name of the game, and he didn't have that full picture pieced together.
But we know that Aurora, they like to repeat things a lot, but maybe they are going to try to split through mid.
Could be deadly. Nilo flashed, gets traded. Oh, they clear it hard. Wicadia doesn't let his guard down.
Good on him, right?
Thorough.
That's, I'm not surprised Tenier didn't walk out wider, because who would do that? Who would double check?
And you can see him almost half-ass it, but he snaps back. Youngstar double. Not bad for the solo B hold. We go evened out. Smoke towards door. Denies Scrob confirmation. Still gets a bit of chip damage in. They've got one flash to set up Scrob. T's utility comes through. Oh, the support is burning, but LNZ trades the plat player.
Ooh.
And we get tied up at 3 rounds all.
That's a fully missed molly. It needs to land.
Scrob's damage output, despite only having 3 kills.
This looks so correct from Aurora, though. Once that, like, little bit of pressure came out, they see no one's here. See if they get some spam damage on the cross.
Moving up, Scrob.
Scrob.
Good on him for finishing Woxic. Wild blind. Nilo knows he's getting shot at, answers. It's a Santerez 1v5. 3 players from middle trying to come bail out the site play.
Nice,
Not
Nilo.
needed. Nilo reacting quick enough and then also closing down on his own. Economy gets rounded off by Aurora here. MAC-10's featured in round 9, but Heroic CT side starting to look real healthy. Not looking nearly as scared.
Uh-oh.
But it is man advantage for Aurora, despite Tenier's best efforts. When he's on the bomb site, they've held the round. He gets active, pays the cost, and it's scrobbing time.
I guess they're going to take it back to long now.
Falling down onto the AK. He is locked in now. Nilo jumping over, trying to draw players into Scrob's scope.
Oh my God, the T's can't really decide what to do. It's the CTs that want them to fight here because they're not in a position to rotate.
Oh, and the gap on the smoke gets punished. LNZ on the fallback. They're chasing him down. He gets into the site, but doesn't play the cover.
He tried to get to the best spot instead of just taking a good one.
So no stoppage of that bomb plant. Maçı sticks around in middle and doesn't get a point of damage over Nilo. Frag grenades to soften them up further. Scrob switches guns over to the AK, so 1 CT, 1 catwalk.
Whoa.
Wicadia commits to the drop. And you've got Joda, base of the ramp, behind him. Sprinting up from spawn gives away any element of surprise, and Wicadia with the double kill to close this out as Joda opens up that site, pushes forward, and yet again takes to the top of the charts. Knows you're back there. Nilo, nicely done, holds lower. Clean kill to Xantares. Maçı's gonna try to move up, dodges the flash, can't get the fallback. Not entirely, tags him down for half. And Heroic, happy with a 5v4. Peel the Opper back, get their lower player out. Ready for this peek too. Didn't pull the trigger, Tanir. Lets him get out. Starting to close that gap now. Tanir, missed shot, showed up, and Woxic. They've got the kills. A1S is empty, but now fresh mag. LNZ gonna let that bomb go down. Holds for the top ramp swing, and Maçı goes so wide that he is unready for it. Young Star, a 1v3 needed. Aurora find their footing up catwalk into sight.
4v5, it's a great exec. They had Tanir dancing around all those mollies, had him flash twice, and Tanir straight up just missed 2 shots. So if he's gonna op, like that's a position where he needs to be able to pick something up, especially with his teammate dying at the exact same time. So real abject failure from everyone over on the A site from Heroic this round.
Such a strong start. Terrorists win. Tanir didn't go for it when he had vision. I think they're looking forward to a T side where they can play their game without being suffocated by the map. Overpass was just so limiting. It effectively disabled them. Xantares and Woxic open up on long, so this one's gonna get pulled apart pretty quick. And you've got Xantares about to go running in, looking for another entry. Wicadia catching Tanir on the jump up. So Aurora have found their slot in on this A site. Trade frag effective through the smoke out of Joda, who again is just top performing with Wicadia for Aurora. That is similar from the last map, from the CT side of Overpass to the attack of Dust 2. 2 stars shine bright tonight for Aurora, and a 7-5 half looks likely, barring an excellent Nilo clutch. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Final round on the defense. Nilo's got a kit, frag, flash to work with.
Just needs an opponent.
And he was waiting. Xantares takes that timing as he starts to climb up. It's a 2-round lead for Aurora on their map pick. Then this is the one where you get to set the tempo now.
You know what? All the stuff from that map just makes no sense now because they picked it.
Yeah.
So they're using it as a warm-up. They're calling it ass. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You better win Dust 2.
I believe they call that cope. Again, this smoke, huh? Just thinking you can jump on over, but it's costing a T every time. Both Ts leave that gap. Both terrorist halves, they lose a player. They will then duel down into CT, so maybe the cross is the dangerous part. The hold is where its strength comes through. We get evened out. Nilo's got a gap to work with. Player locked into car. Those dual Berettas in Wicadia's hands. They know he's still tucked in that deep corner, and now he's gonna have to be the end all of the pistol. They'll go over top.
This smoke is like...
Scrob's bobbing.
I don't know if you go for Scrob right now with the scout. He was so good in the first half. Oh, what? Where's he even going? How does he even know where he's going? How did he just do this whole spray by heart? Jumped out of a smoke, straight through a door, didn't see a thing.
Must have been doing that new Elige warm-up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ooh,
oh.
With the last couple shots.
Oh,
ooh,
that's a
the USP.
utility. I mean, Scrub probably thought some damage was dealt to him.
Sure.
No.
And Scrob, you know, kind of has to try to force that trade frag, but he was already down to 30 health because of the mid-fight.
Scrob only has to force that trade frag because he's a stand-in. If he was actually, if that was like simple, he wouldn't go for it. It'd be the better decision. But you don't want to look like a baiter when you're standing in.
Sure.
I feel like he's just going to have a moment that just reminds us what he can do.
Sure.
But
ultimately, this map may fizzle out to Aurora's favor.
they're looking tough. Very tough.
Looking to lock in a place here at the Malta studio.
Why not Molly cat plant there instead of so far back?
It's a valid question. They set it ablaze regardless, and a frag grenade chucked in for good measure. It's not the worst amount of damage. Heroic could still pull off the upset with a deagle kill like that from LNZ. Oh, and Tanir's got one as well. Nilo offers it. Tanir's got a second, and it's 4 Desert Eagle kills. 5 across the board. The triple for Tanir. My God, you just called it.
Just let us know what you can do. Just had to let us know right here.
That's another website. Arcadia dead. Joda, no way. He gets away into the car, but obviously going to get chased down, and LNZ is going to catch him before he gets truly tucked into the cover.
It's a nice hunt. Surprisingly, he doesn't commit forward, but like he's right. The CT is going to be there shortly.
Scrob on the hunt. Ooh. Missed it. Madger keeps his head down.
Bomb is still in tunnels with the lean from Madger. Is he onto something?
Feels like he is, huh?
So Madger's actually making the push happen. They're smoking behind him.
I love this. If it pays, yeah, knife out, rewarded. Nilo kept his gun out.
It's too early to meet like such a distinct advantage. Oh, there it is. That push.
Oof, Aurora stepping up into the mid round. But you're going to push Nilo into a place where, never mind. He gets pushed back into the coffin. Woxic with the wallbang headshot.
He got pushed into purgatory right there.
Claps all around. Aurora back to the lead. Blinded are the T's out long. They thought they'd get away with it again. They had successfully slammed into the long corner. Not this round. The 18th looking like Aurora's 10th round win.
Very impressive game from Aurora, even though it's close. The way that Jota's just on command putting up these 2Ks as well.
He really was the final piece for this Aurora roster.
Yeah, man, he plays great CS. He played great CS from the jump. Like, there wasn't as much news around it when he sort of joined the team, but it sort of almost feels like Molodoy in terms of how good he was right away.
I like that.
Yeah. Feels like he plays like a seasoned player, even though he's only played for a season.
You can hear that? A little late to the party. Arcadia gonna get dropped. But they keep the pressure up.
I mean, you can try to save, but I don't know about that.
Roasted. Aurora back to the lead. And I mean, they stepped up to the terms of heroics. I'm sure overpass and the suffocating nature was just a tough start to the series, but Scrob finally trying to tap into something. Him and everybody else had a rough go of it on the opening map. He's still sitting down there, spinning his wheels in the mud to try to get his impact going, and this round he finds it. Could still be recovered. Got that double op for Aurora.
They ran full swing into that cat player because they thought that it was Woxic sitting suicide with his op.
35 seconds. Arcadia starts to throw himself on the climb up. Tough place for an opper to be in.
I like him taking a risk, to be honest. Okay, never mind.
Owned. Woxic at that.
It's going to take because he's so low.
And if they keep overstepping, he'd have another target, but he takes a bullet to the head as they go chasing around the sides of this. Nilo is his next victim. Snapshot in that case, and Madger to close. Just walks around the smoke. Let's cue up that Woxic kill, shall we?
How wide was that flick, and did we get the full context on that? That looked ludicrous.
A lot of bodies already up inside of the tunnels. Heroic gonna try to slam their way through the defense. Joda ready to receive, was a brick wall on overpass. Fires off, and Nilo finds his timing through. Sprays into the one player committed to that site. And that double op setup we saw last round now sits in both the mid entrances. And with bomb planted, Aurora peeling away.
Yeah, it's just 2 ops slows down this retake.
All right.
They have the flank coming in. Like, it's just the 2 ops, I think. Otherwise, it would actually not be a bad situation to give it a test.
Smack 10 was hoping for an upgrade, but Zanteres comes back around from Cat to clear him. So
they can punish every exit now.
Gonna put Heroic in a weird place. Nilo's gonna find Madger. Not what he was hoping for. And 2 players to hang on.
Terrorists win.
Here they come. CTs want a piece of this. No?
It's just too far. His spray looks solid. In a moment like that, you just have to not get nervous. Sometimes it's easy to. Oh, good kill for Nilo, though.
Down goes one of those ops. Madger committing to the fight.
They don't have long door smoke, so how will he fight this? Oh, wow.
Nice headshot.
No support there. Nilo just tried to get out. Great use of the util.
Madger wanted to be certain that he didn't get out for free.
Oh, my goodness.
Woxic peels back. Does he get into cover? Ooh, just through the
But
doorway.
Still, if he sets up a push, then...
Oh, he hears it, though. He turns. Oh. And great reaction from Woxic as he was surely frazzled for a second. Joda's going to climb up. These aren't the players you want to be hitting. Joda down to 22 health, and Woxic clips to near. Tunnels player trying to exit. He will find a bit more space. Scrub to the block, denied. Woxic stepping up. 24 health cleared out, and the AK right there to respond. Madger to try to close this. LNZ to the Glock, now the up. Oh, but it's empty. And as it's empty, he's stuck on the sidearm. Madger will close the second map too. Woxic with fast reactions to that all-in mid-push. Aurora back to the playoff stage of an event.
The spirit of victory, the desire to be first, the challenge to be the best. We keep an eye on their victories, worry when something goes wrong, and rejoice even more when we see success. Whether it's a game at a major championship, a new vlog, a stream, or a simple social media post, all of these immerse us in the world of CS.
Right now, starting